I guess at some point today. I mean, is that a good thing? Do you want to see guys getting a little feisty when things are on the line like this?
Yeah, I think it'll be good for us to hit somebody else. But when you have practice roster expansion, you get new players in, and guys are fighting to get on the roster, and they're fighting to show what they can do, and other guys aren't used to it, and things like that. You're going to have some things like that. And so, like I told them after practice, I'm glad they're hitting somebody else on Saturday.
And listen, the fact that you called the whole team in and the respect factor thing, why was that important to you to do that?
Well, I think it's important that players understand everybody's out here with a role to play and a job to do, and you have to have respect for that. And we were working on a kickoff thing, and for Chad, he took a big hit the other day on a kickoff return. It's important to him that the look they get is correct, and it was one of those things, and it's guys wanting to do things the right way. So that's basically what it was.
I can't imagine anything more that a head coach would hate is guys that don't care. And when you see this, they do.
There's no doubt. These guys want to do it right. They want to go out and play at a very high level, and they're very focused, and they're very intense in their job, and it's one of those things. I mean, it's the same with the scout. I jumped on the scout teams early in the week about needing to give a better look, so they're trying to do that, and then you're going to have those issues as you get better looks. So for me, there's no thing. I feel like we're really ready to play, and it's a good thing. So it's guys really caring about their jobs, both a scout guy, a practice roster guy trying to get on, and a guy who wants to make sure that he gets the look that he needs to get.
And speaking of caring, I understand you've been spending a little bit more time here this week, just kind of throwing yourself in. Is this just you trying to find every possible solution to help this team win, or is this?
Yeah, this is about we've got 3 games to go, and we played poorly against Hamilton, very poorly, and we need to find out what the issues are and what the problems are, and so I've just engulfed myself more. On that side of the ball. That's what my expertise has been. But we have a young coaching staff. I want them to grow. I want them to learn from mistakes they make and things like that. But we're at a point now where, I felt like there was just some things that I might be able to help. We're not changing anything. Jamie's still going to call the plays. Everything's going to stay the same. I'm just trying to give them another set of eyes and some suggestions on the way we do things.
You learned one of the smarter guys you've had here.
Yeah, he's got incredible football intelligence. It started in special teams, and Osh said the guy's just always does the right thing. Things that you can't coach. You can't coach every little point. He just does them right, and he does the same thing on defense. That's why he's able to make plays like he makes, because he gets it. He's just got great football intelligence, and he's learning this game. And as he learns the game, he could really be a special player. He's 31 years old, but he's a young 31 because he's played some arena ball, which can beat you up a little bit, but nothing like playing in this league for a while. So I hope he's got a few years in him, because he is a really talented player.
How do you get on your radar, Jim?
Actually, through the Arena League. He was a guy who was a very good arena player. When I look for halfbacks in this league, I want guys who have played the downhill motion, and he had experience doing that. I wanted a more experienced type of guy, so that's where it came from. Was I knew he was he had played for a good friend of mine in the Arena League who said, the guy's just a warrior and that kind of thing. He's a little older, but he's what you want, and so that's why we brought him to camp.
It sounds like he twigged on you when you were still out west, then, eh?
What do you mean?
That's when he first came to your...
Yeah, he's not... I would not have taken him there. He doesn't fit the scheme that they run.
Okay.
And the things they do. So I knew about him, but I would have never considered him in that scheme. In our scheme, he fits much, much better. With what they do in Calgary, he wasn't a fit. And that's the hardest thing with personnel is, as coaches change... or as when you're finding personnel, you have to find it for the coaching staff that you have, and in Calgary, there's a different kind of player that they look for than maybe what we're looking for here.
Corey watched a lot today. Is we still looking at him playing Saturday?
Yeah, he's definitely playing. Okay. He's definitely playing, and it's not an issue. He's got a little sprained ankle, but he ran well before, and we're trying to get Dwayne some reps and things like that, but. I know Corey's definitely going to start, and we expect him to play at a high level.
Wright's a guy who's certainly enthusiastic about this.
He's going to be a good player. He's got to learn that this game is different. But we wanted a back that was like Corey.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted a bigger back, a guy who can come out of the backfield and catch the ball, who's a very good pass protector. He's all those things. Very smart, and he's from Fresno State, and Pat Hill, the coach there, just does he gets these those tough guys that nobody else wants, and Dwayne's one of those guys, and he went in the NFL. They tried to change his position to a fullback, which he's not. Mm-hmm. He's a tailback. He's a big tailback, and for us, it's exactly what we needed.
How about Kevin Huntley's status?
Kevin's going to be out. His shoulders just not responding, and I just he's such a warrior. He wants to play, and it was hard to tell him. You can't. We let him go 9-on-7 yesterday, and watching a guy play with one arm is he's so tough. But I'm not going to allow him to play injured. There's one thing to play hurt, it's another thing to play injured, and he's injured, and hopefully that thing can get rectified before the playoffs.
Easy to just focus the guys and say, look, if you win this weekend in Winnipeg, you're in. I mean, is that the way you've approached it? Or?
No, we haven't approached it like that at all, because we've approached it the way we have all the time, is we need to play at a high level. I expect our guys to play at a high level. The playoff stuff's going to take care of itself. I mean, if BC and Edmonton win out and we lose out, then we're out of the playoffs, and we deserve to be. For us, it's about us getting better this week and us progressing our passing game to get to a level so that when we get to November 14th, we're ready to play.